On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Mills looking to pass. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on second down. Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And they're going to be set up there with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Always important. Let's keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now from the 21. And Dalton to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the confidence of how he played the ball. He had no panic in his eyes. He's up to the line. Trapped it from the middle of the ball. And that's just what he needed to do to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dalton now to pass.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down with 2 yards to go.
I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Desmond King back deep. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 36-yard line. On play action, Mills. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And it's caught.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Touchdown! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. To throw again on second down. Dalton. His throw incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mixon with a first down carry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's not exactly how the Bengals start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. It's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The Texans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. He's got it to Collins, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Mills to throw it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Mixon.
Garrett Wallow there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to try to shoulder or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
That's what I like to hear. That's it. Good call.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now to the air, Dalton.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. An option handoff here to Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They run for it with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mills. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 4th down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's play like a team.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, cooking to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's King. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On 1st and 10, Mills. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. So Dalton now. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Dalton.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 Loomer.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
On play action, Mills.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mills now. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Here's Mills. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Can't we score?
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw here, Dalton. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7. They go play action. Mills.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Andy Dalton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles. Getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Pierce now up the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Rolling to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Mills on 4th down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll get this to Ward.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Mills to throw it.
They'll try and set up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
There are two words that we hear, Coach. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn.
And the lead is now an even 30. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
93, 52, 93, 44, 45.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 36.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. take a knee here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready?
And they take a knee. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. That was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed you 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.